Hey everyone, there is so much confusion around the definitions of what online means and what virtual means and what people mean when they're talking about online classes. So I want to make it really clear and help everyone to understand the differences. So I am working my way down through the list of all of the questions. Thank you so much to those of you in the group who have been giving questions on the things that you want help with. And James was next in line. James, your comment was, I need work. So yes, if you are a trainer, the good news is there is more and more training starting to be available out there, and we just need to tap into it. So that's a good thing. If you are wanting to get into training or already training, that is cool. The next comment came from Dennis, and Dennis said lots of stuff. So you're in the right place, Dennis, if you want help with lots of stuff, because I will be doing free trainings and these lives to help you with lots of stuff, everything corporate training related. That is what the group's about, and we're all here to help each other as well. So we move on to Janet's question, and thank you, Janet, for your question. Yours said you need help with selling online classes. And so here's where I want to start by doing a definition on what are we actually talking about. And I say that because often corporates are contacting us and they're not clear, and they're not clear on the definitions either. So they tend to say, we'd like the training to be done online, and they leave it at that. But what they actually tend to often mean is they want virtual training. Now, virtual training is great for us because we still get to do the training live to people. We use Zoom or another platform like that, and everyone is on the actual platform with us, and it's interactive and engaging, and they can contribute and ask us questions, and we can work our magic as trainers. So that is cool. Now, often corporates and other people are calling that online training. But in the strictest sense of the word, online training is where it's a course that you work through in your own time. In that, if you've put together a program and then people can purchase the program and learn from you, that tends to be more of what's called an online course. So to give you an example, with corporates, we had a lead come in, which is a fantastic one, for 550 people to be put through anti-bullying and harassment training. And they said, what are our options for 550 people, the whole organization, to have the training? And so we were able to work out two options for them. Now, the online course, of course, was more cost effective for them because we just had to put the course together once for them, and then they would be able to give it to all of their 550 employees to go through in their own time. Whereas the more active and engaging way would be to divide up the 550 people into online groups, and that could be 15 or 30 in a session, and then you have a live trainer take them through those sessions each. So of course it's more of an investment for the organization because they've got a live trainer for each of those particular classes. So the proposal is out at the moment. I will keep you posted as to which one they take. But the online course worked out as a cheaper option for them. They haven't said yes or no. It's sitting with the management now to decide which they want to do. But virtual means that we'd need to be available with our specialist trainer to do each of those training sessions virtually. And for virtual training sessions, we tend to be doing about 2 and 3 hour sessions. Any more than 3 hours starts to get really intense and be a little bit sort of too long. So 3 hours tends to work well. Sometimes organizations are choosing to do a full day program divided into 3 2-hour sessions, and they pay for that for one a day for 3 days or once a week for 3 weeks, and that tends to work really well as well. I will say the one big advantage that I'm finding at the moment is that the time frame to book virtual training is much shorter than it is to book live training. So when it's live training, they tend to put it in the diary for, if you're lucky, the following month or even longer away than that. Whereas virtual training, I was flabbergasted. We had an inquiry yesterday from a government department saying, yesterday, please could we do training on Thursday or Friday this week? And so we were like, okay, we're going to have to free up some stuff, and Thursday's not an option, but Friday we can probably do. And that has got to be one of the shortest time frames ever. We're very lucky that the course is a very popular common course that we run often, but still we need to customize it to them. We need to give them workbooks that are tailored to them. So my team are going to have to scurry around today for Friday morning's delivery. Now, when we're talking online courses, there is certainly great opportunity for online courses, as I've just described, with them taking one for the organization. I mean, organizations often ask you to build an online program for them. And just recently we had it on our radar that they wanted a wellness program designed for them that they wanted to own and keep rolling out in the organization. And they were willing to pay $45,000 for the trainer to design the wellness program for them. So you can imagine you've got to have the credibility and be a wellness guru so that they're going to pick you and want you to put the online program together. Now, when it comes to online, there are advantages and disadvantages in that it is a more passive way of people going through it, and you hope they're going to go through it in their own time, which is great. And costing would be depending on how many extra services you were giving them as well. So as soon as there was time with you involved, or you were going to help them in group calls or anything like that, or if you were available for questions, things like that, you can build on. But the advantage, of course, is you're leveraging your time, which is beautiful. You put the course together and then you sell it and you sell it. And so it's a beautiful leveraged way of doing things. But the live trainers, most of us like the element of live and having people in front of you. And I love how many of you in the group have commented that you love the aha moments. You love seeing that moment where people get it and you think, I've made a difference. I've changed this person. They've got it. They've seen sort of something that they can do better or easier, or I've equipped them to do their role and what they do easier and better. Okay. So virtual training you can certainly charge more for because you are there and it's your time that you're training for, whereas online courses you do once and they can either buy to own, and you would be giving them the IP as well, which you need to consider, or you're simply selling it per person for them to use. What I'm finding right now in the current marketplace is that corporates are going more for the virtual training. They want the live trainer there to talk through and ask questions. So certainly for us, in my experience, it's more popular that with corporates, they are wanting to take virtual training and already starting to book live training for July and for August and things like that, which is fantastic that we're going to be getting back out there and doing what we love and what we know best. Okay, so Janet, that was the difference between online classes and virtual classes. And I think when you're selling them, make sure that they are really clear about what you mean by online and what you mean by virtual. So make it really clear that virtual is with a live trainer on Zoom at the time, whereas an online course has been prepackaged and put together for them. And then you need to think about how you're going to release the program. Is it a short program that gets released once together, or is it a modular program that gets released once a week? And then you need the automation side, the software side of what am I going to use, what customer relationship management system am I going to use that knows that that email address gets a module every week or every day, or however you have set yours up for. The good thing, you ask about selling online classes, and the good thing is I think they're going to be easier and easier and easier to sell now that COVID-19 has happened. It has broadened everyone's mind. They are so more technologically advanced than they ever were, and people are looking for quick, easy development, short, sharp bursts to upskill them. And that's a fantastic opportunity. So I think we're going to be multi-skilled, blended trainers that will be able to offer live training, will be able to offer virtual training. And what's stopping us making an online course of the content that we know so well and are able to offer virtually as well? And with online courses, you can go right from cheap and cheerful, very easy to put together, right the way through to your Rolls Royces of courses, which have everything in them. I have an online program, the Trainer's Ultimate Toolkit, and I used an instructional designer to put that together for me. And it is a wonderful experience to go through. It has gamification and all of that to keep engagement really great and for people to enjoy it. And so that's one extreme of what you can get, but you can also put a very simple training session together and record it, and you have the starts of an online course. Okay, love to hear your comments. Love you to add on to what I have said and agree or disagree with me. Please comment below, and I will keep moving through the list of other comments that I had come in when I asked you what you needed help for. So thanks, group. I'm very honored to share all of my knowledge with you and would love to hear from all of you as well, and keep your questions coming in. Okay, thanks. Enjoy the rest of your week, everyone. Bye.